What's up, guys, girls, and every different human beings there in the world, it could be aliens or whatever. I was sitting thinking to myself, why don't I do a Bundesliga team of the season video? Because hey, the Bundesliga season is pretty much finished, so I thought, why the fuck not? So guys, I went for the 4-2-3-1 formation. I know a lot of people say, why don't I go for 3 at the back or 4 at the back? Shut the fuck up. This is my team, not your fucking team. If you have a problem with that, go and talk to the haters who are standing outside my door. We're going to start off with the goalkeeper, which pretty much is only one choice to really pick, and that was Pavlenka from Werder Bremen. And the reason why I picked him is because for a couple of reasons. Number one, he's 8 clean sheets this season. Also, he's picked every single Bundesliga game this season. He literally is being probably Werder Bremen's breakout player this year, because apart from him, they've pretty much been appalling. And hey, they were pretty much fighting for relegation during the season. Now they're mid-table and safe. And yeah, I thought he's been the best goalkeeper in the Bundesliga. If anyone else hates, if anybody else thinks, oh, what about the Bayern Munich goalkeeper? What about the Schalke goalkeeper and Farman? Screw him and screw the other dude. He fucked up against Real Madrid, and the other dude, I mean, come on, like, it's Schalke. They should easily be doing well. But hey, for God's sake, this guy's been excellent this season. Hey, I think he's a really good goalkeeper, and there's some really good stats in as well. So hey, he for me is the best goalkeeper in the Bundesliga. He's my goalkeeper of the season. Right back, I went for Joshua Kimmich. And the reason why I went for him, I think he has definitely been Bayern's only good defender this season. I think Sörloth had a really good season, his first season at Bayern Munich. Hummels has been bang average, he hasn't had a very good season. And Boateng has pretty much been injured for a majority of the season. And the rest are all pretty much Javi Martinez and midfielder, so I can't put him in the. But I like Kimmich being next. Go back to Kimmich, I think he's been phenomenal this season for them. And he's been the only very good right back in the league. He's got 10 assists, which is the second most by any defender this season. Also, he scores goals. And one stat that really caught my eye: 90% ball accuracy this year. That is ridiculous for a fullback. For a defender who somehow could play midfield. It's absolutely mind-boggling. But he's had a fantastic season, and he's my right back of the season. The 2 centre backs, I went for Sané and Naldo. The reason why I picked these two over, well, to be honest, they've only been the 2 good centre backs in the league this year. There's nobody out there that's been better than them 2. Naldo's goals, assists, he's made some brilliant duels in that defence. Same as Sané, he's been immense for Hanover, newly promoted club. He's been phenomenal, rocking that. Those 2 have been real rock solid defenders in that defence, and those 2 for me have been the best in the league this year. Which brings on to left back, which is Philip Max. He's really a player I didn't know at all this season. He's the top assist defender in the league with 12 assists, only 2 behind Thomas Müller, who is the top assist in the league this year. That's ridiculous for a guy who I didn't know at the start of the season. I bet none of you guys knew at the start of the season. You had to Google his name to know who the hell he actually was. But he's had an amazing season. He's definitely Augsburg's player of the season. For me, an Augsburg are for me a team that should be fighting for relegation. And somehow could be fighting for, somehow I started the season fighting for Europe. Now they're sort of mid-table, which is where they should be really. But for me, he looks a real prospect. He's 24 years old, so he's definitely going to get a lot of lookers in the Premier League, even Bundesliga, maybe some other big clubs in Europe will be looking at this kid in the future, or maybe even next season in the summer. But he looks a real prospect, and he's had a fantastic season, and he's left back in my team of the season. Then we move on to the midfield, which I have 2 midfield players in this sort of team. I went Goretzka and Caligiuri. The reason I went for these 2 Schalke players and not pretty much anybody else is because these 2 have been a rock together in that midfield. I think Goretzka looks a player. At the Confederations Cup last summer, he was the standout player. This season with Schalke, he's just continued that form into this season. He's had goals, he's had assists. The one I want to talk about in terms of his whole round play this year is his total passes. 759 total passes this season, and he's only played 25 games this year out of a 34 game season. Like, that's what? That tells you what amazing he's been this year. He's played half the games of what he's supposed to play. He said 710 passes. Bad team. But I also put Caligiuri alongside him. He's had a phenomenal season. He's the top goal. I think he's the top goal scorer and assist for them combined together this season for Schalke. I think he's been Schalke's player of the year this year, Caligiuri, with 6 goals and 9 assists. His duels 381, which is really good for a player who Nobody really rated at the start of the season. But the one I want to talk about is his interceptions. 62 interceptions for Schalke in at the midfield this year. Man, he's just like a Golo Kante in there. Freak me. There were a lot of takers for him in the summer, I think. I think maybe, look, Schalke now in the Champions League, maybe he could stay for one more season. But I think they were looking for him in the summer. But hey, one of my favourite midfield players to watch in the Bundesliga this year, Caligiuri, along with many others. Goretzka is another one. Those two are my midfield pairing in that midfield. Now we move on to the front four attacking players. I'm going to start with James Rodriguez in the number 10 role. He's had an amazing season. A guy who I didn't think was good enough for Bayern Munich to start the season. Maybe Carlos Lotti just couldn't find a way of putting him in the team. Henkes has come in and he's been the main man of this team apart from Lewandowski. He's been a glue to that midfield and also the goals. He just brings so much creativity. His 90 passing accuracy this season, which is the most in the Bundesliga by any player apart from Joshua Kimmich, who I think also got 90% passing accuracy, or 80% pass accuracy this season. I can't remember. But he's been a sensational saying. He's scored goals, he's got creativity, he's got assists. But the one stat that also caught my eye for James Rodriguez, 101 touches in one match every game. That's right, he gets over 100 touches of one ball in one match. Do you put 3 balls on the pitch, or you put 5 balls on the pitch? No. You just have one. That's absolutely sensational. He's been amazing this season, and for me, he's my number 10, or sort of the calm or the creative midfield player, if you want to call it, in this team. The two wingers, I went for Bailey and Thomas Müller. I'm going to start with Bailey. He's literally just like Max for Augsburg. He's been a revelation this season. He's for me been one of my players I would love to pay to watch. He's only 20 years old. He's got real good dribbles on him. He's had very good dribbles. And here's the one stat that caught my eye: 53 shot accuracy. A 20-year-old has 53 shot accuracy. To put that into perspective, Thomas Müller has a 45% shot accuracy. So very much all of Bailey's shots, so 54, 53, majority are in the goal. That is mad for a 20-year-old. He could easily go to the next level and get better and better every single year. He's got skill, he's got quality, he's Leverkusen player of the season. What a season he's had, and what a player he looks to be in the future. He's my left forward / winger. The other winger I went for is Thomas Müller. Yes, I know Thomas Müller is not really a winger, which you could put James Rodriguez there if I wanted to, but I didn't really, because I didn't think I had the balance of the team. That's the reason why I put Thomas Müller in the wing and not James Rodriguez. But anyway, go back to saying, Thomas Müller had a really good season for a player who isn't really talented beyond belief, but he's very, very, very experienced at what he does. He's the top assist player in the Bundesliga season. He gets goals, he creates goals, he makes goals, but he's not really the player that sort of everybody's thought he's been amazing this season. A lot of people put Wolf in the team this season. I didn't really think so. I just think he's been okay throughout the season, but I just think he's drifting in this sort of season. I know he's had a couple of injuries, but that's the reason why I'm Thomas Müller and not Wolf. But he's had a great season, Wolf. But for me, this season, Thomas Müller is a real Bayern Munich. Fans love him. He's my right forward / winger of the season. Which just means just the one position, Robert Lewandowski. The reason why I went for him, 29 goals from 29 games, a shot accuracy 71.7 minutes per goal. To put that into perspective, he scores 1 goal every 71 and a bit minutes. That is literally mind-boggling. Freak me out, what a striker he is. He's one of the best strikers in the world, if not one of the best strikers in the world. But for me, he could easily be the one. He could easily be the best striker in the world. But I don't really think he is, because we've been shite in the Champions League. But he's had a fantastic season. He's a standard goalkeeper. He's a standard striker in the Bundesliga this year. He's definitely the Bundesliga player of the year because of his goals and everything else. Is he the best striker in the world? That remains to be seen. But he's had a fantastic season. 29 goals in 29 games is not bad at all for a world-class striker. So here's my Bundesliga team info. With the goalkeeper Pavlenka. Then at right back I went for the back four of Kimmich, Naldo, Sané and Max. The two in midfield are Goretzka and Caligiuri. And then the front three of James Rodriguez, Müller, Bailey and Robert Lewandowski. It's a 4-2-3-1 formation. So guys, that's my Bundesliga team of the season. What do you guys think? Do you think I got a lot of decisions wrong? Should there be other candidates for the picks for what I did? Or do you guys physically hate me more than I think you don't like me? Hey, I don't really keep flying up. It's my team, not your team. Anyway, please like, subscribe, the natural.